Hey guys, Ass Assassinator here. Just wanted to make a video about the new update that just came out. The one where they implemented the new Chug Jug, and also I'm not sure how many of you know this, but you now have the ability to lock your sprint. Um, this video is not so much about those two things though, as it is about the negatives that came along with the update, as I'm not sure how they did it, but they did manage to put quite a few bugs into the game, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So let's get right into it. The first issue I wanted to talk about today was how glitchy the building mechanism is now. Every time you go to build a staircase, almost every time, it builds a flat piece right in front of you, which is a huge problem when you're trying to get into a gunfight or you're rushing someone. I have died many times from it already, and I'm hoping that they can get it fixed as quickly as possible. You can see here, as I'm trying to build a ramp up, it's just building a flat piece, which is a major issue, and it doesn't do it for just ramps. It does it when you're trying to build walls or pyramids. It will just build a random piece instead of the piece that you want it to. The second issue I wanted to talk about was, in addition to the building being glitchy, it's also pretty glitchy when you try to switch weapons now, which is very frustrating. Personally, I have it on the old-fashioned controls, not Combat Pro, so I'm hitting triangle to switch weapons, and it should always be rotating to the right. Now, as you can see in this clip here, as I'm switching weapons really fast, it kind of, if you look at the white box around the weapons, it kind of goes back and forth, left, right. Now, because I'm using triangle to switch, it should only ever rotate to the right. It doesn't seem like a big deal when you're watching this video, but as you're playing, the more experienced you are, the more it will bother you. Because as you're playing in a gunfight, you will not be able to switch to the correct weapon. It's extremely frustrating, and I've died many times because of that also. The third bug I wanted to talk about is probably the least common of any that will be discussed in this video. It's an issue when you pick up new weapons. Now, when I say new weapons, I'm referring to any weapons that you get out of treasure chest or in clean spawn points. So not weapons that you pick up from people. The issue that people are having with this is when you pick up a weapon, it doesn't necessarily have ammo in it. Obviously, usually if you pick up a brand new weapon that's on the ground, it should have a full clip and usually has ammo next to it. But people are picking up weapons and it says they have 0 bullets in them, and then the character will automatically go to reload and it just won't work, and he'll try to reload again, still have 0, and then eventually it stops reloading, and when you go to pull the trigger, nothing comes out. Now, as you watch this clip, take a look at my gun. See, it says it has 0 out of 40 bullets. I just reloaded it once, reloaded twice. Now, it's obviously reloaded. I pull the trigger and nothing happens, which is why I have to pull my pistol out. And that pistol actually ended up, it's not in this clip, but it ended up making me reload it, doing the exact same thing when it did not need to be reloaded. I'm lucky that both these people in this clip absolutely stunk. If you encounter this issue, what you want to do is you want to drop your weapon. You can see in a little bit, I drop the green assault rifle, and when I pick it back up again, the ammo will be in there. And then I go to reload it, and it shoots, and it works. If it doesn't work once, try to drop it a second time. If it doesn't, it will definitely work the second time. I haven't had an issue where I had to drop and pick up more than twice in order to get it to work. The final issue that will be discussed in this video is actually one of the things they did on purpose, which is the sprint locking mechanism. All you have to do is click the L3 twice real fast, and your sprint will lock. So basically you can take your left thumb off the joystick and you'll run without having to hold it down. If you're familiar at all with other Battle Royale games, this is a very common control. It's nothing really new, but my issue with it is that it locks way too easily. Now, there have been multiple times where it's locked by accident, and it's a little bit too difficult to unlock it. So I have died just by kind of building up a ramp up to somebody's base and then trying to peek in without realizing that my sprint was locked. And so I just continue to run in, and I'm just running around in their fort, and I just get killed like a fish in a barrel. It's another frustrating way to die. That's basically the theme that I have with all of these glitches that are in the game now. They're just frustrating when you die because of them. So this is a perfect example right here. After I kill this guy, I'm trying to collect loot. I'm in relatively decent position, just 10 other people left. I'm trying to get a solo squad win here. And I don't realize it yet, but my sprint's locked, and that's where I realize it, when I'm trying to turn back down the stairs. I'm stuck, I'm trying to collect still. I'm still running here. I cannot get it to stop running. And then a team just hears me running around, they come up on me, and that's the way my match ended. I was not very happy about it, because the match was going pretty well up until that point, and you can see why it's definitely a major issue that needs to be resolved. And so that's it, guys. Those are the 4 major issues that I came across from this new update. I am not making this video to rip on Epic Games or anything like that. I have nothing bad to say about them. They do a great job of keeping us up to date. If there are any issues, they do a great job of fixing them. So as far as the bugs like glitching when you're switching weapons, glitching when you're reloading, and when you're building, I'm pretty sure they'll have that fixed in the next week or so, hopefully the next couple weeks. I would not be surprised if they got it done even quicker than that. As far as the sprinting and it locking in, I'm hoping that they make that so that you can shut it off in settings. I have checked, and as of right now you cannot set it off and shut it off in settings. So I guess we'll just have to get used to that. Alright, and that is it for me, guys. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys taking the time to check me out as usual.